Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Amba Tvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshini. Let us chant verses 11 and 12. Devan, together. Devan bhavayatanena te deva bhavayantu vaha parasparam bhavayantaha shreyah paramavapsyatha ishtan bhogan hi vo devaha दास्यन्ते यज्ञ भाविताः तैर्दत्तान प्रदायैभ्यः यो भुङ्क्ते स्तेन एव सः. Here Bhagavan Shri Krishna is quoting the words of the Creator, saying the Creator himself has created this entire universe through this yajna, and he has said that if you work in the spirit of yajna, it will fulfill all your desires. May you offer all your actions nourishing the devatas, the phenomenal forces of nature, and they in turn will also bless you with all prosperity, all abundance. And this way, nourishing each other, may you grow, may you prosper. And he also said that they will give you what you want if you live in the spirit of yajna. But having received all that, if you do not further share it and keep everything for you or you only, then that is similar to stealing. Now, what is stealing? Stealing means taking away that which belongs to someone else. So, whatever we get, we are supposed to share, means if we don't share, sharing is not an option. If we don't share, it is equal to stealing. Means a part of what we have belongs to others. This is the spirit of yajna that Bhagavan is talking about. Going further, in the 13th verse, he is saying, Yajna Shishtashinas Santaha Muchyante Sarva Kilbishaihi भुञ्जते ते त्वघं पापाः ये पचन्त्यात्मकारणात्. In this verse also, the first line he is painting a picture of someone who is following whatever has been said, and the second line is of the person who is not following. So first line he's saying Yagna Shishtashina Santaha, those people who are consuming whatever is remaining after a yajna. What do you mean by Yagna Shishta? Yagna Shishta means that which remains after Yagna. Now, in the ritualistic Yagna, whenever we are offering, so as we offer, with a spoon, we offer ghee into the Homakunda. And there is also a small plate or bowl or something. So, after we offer, whatever is remaining in that spoon, we put it there. In the big yajnas and all, we can see they put, and then little bit they just leave that whatever is remaining in that spoon. Then again, so this part is called yajna shishta, and everyone takes a little bit as prasad. This is the ritualistic part. And when it is prasad means yajna shishta is prasad means it has to be shared and then later on taken. So whoever is the Yajaman of the Yajna, he does not first go and grab it. He says, this is prasad. And when there is prasad, then automatically we have this understanding that it has to be given to everyone, and then little I also take. This is the ritual part. But in this modern context, what do we mean by this? So whenever we are performing an action in the spirit of Yagna, that is cooperative endeavor for a common goal, in this spirit, when I perform an action, here Bhagavan has already said, as in the Creator's words, that you will be blessed with abundance when you are doing things in harmony with nature. Automatically, the nature will also reciprocate, and we will be given enough. And whatever is given, that again has to be, as Yagna Shishta means, shared with the community, and little bit I also take. Such a person is Yagna Shishtashinaha. Such people are called Yagna Shishtashinaha. So such people, Muchyante Sarva Kilbishaihi, all their troubles are gone. They are freed from all troubles, all sorrows. Obviously, see, we all understand at this juncture, we know that with every passing few years or generations, we find that we are kind of losing our harmony with nature. Now a little bit awareness is coming back because we can't live otherwise. But we know that few generations before, there was complete harmony with nature. There were no artificial gadgets or any such modern amenities, etc. But people were happy and they were living in harmony. Whatever was available from nature, they used to use, and also they used to use in such a way that nothing is harmed also, and the benefit of it, the whole community used to take. And as a result, they were all happy. The prosperity that we have defined now is not the real prosperity, because if I say I have a lot of money in the bank, is it blessing me today? I have what do you call it, a notional satisfaction, which is only notional, that okay, it is, I have a lot of money. There may be a robbery happening right now as we are sitting here. The bank where I have put all my money, there may be a robbery happening right now. I have put all my gold in a locker, now gone right now, because we are going to get news later only. We won't get it immediately, right? Why are you scaring us now? And when we are sitting in the class, now I will have to check my phone, what has happened. Don't worry. This is just an example. The point is, right now, if all that is gone also, we are as we are. Nothing has changed. Only when we get to know we are happy or sad, whatever. So, which means this joy or sense of security is only notional. The point is important. It is only that my mind says that everything is secure, it is secure. That's all. Even if I put all my money in Switzerland, lot of security, all that will never get lost. That security is so much that if I by chance forget my password, I can't myself retrieve it also. Gone. It is there secure, but I can't use it. What will I do? So nowadays, what we call as prosperity, what we call as richness, all these things is only a notional thing. Real prosperity, our ancestors have lived, where everything they used to measure wealth in terms of cattle. I have so many cows. I have so many goats. I have so much of land. That was the way. They didn't have any currency or anything. They were, and that richness blessed them. They could see, touch, and interact with it every day. Someone who had cows, who had milk producing cows, they used to share the milk with the community. And therefore, nobody had an evil eye on that cattle. Because I am also getting benefit out of it. But that cattle, where will the fodder come from? Somebody is having fields and they are producing that fodder. So that is supplied. Why? Because I am getting the milk out of it. So, and then what is happening? All the richness, all the possessions that I have is all blessing the entire community. It is not just notional, it is a real thing. So, automatically, there are no problems. The kind of problem that we encounter today. So there is this, there was this saying that to create wealth, we give up our health, and then to regain health, we get lot of pills for which whole life we pay the bills. That is it. So where is that prosperity that we are talking about and that is helping us? So this kind of life, this is Yagna Shishtashinas Santaha Muchante Sarva Kilbishahi. They are freed from all sorts of such problems or any type of sorrows. But the other hand, saying, but the other hand, the other type of people, Ye Pachanti Atma Karanat, those people who cook food, Pachanti means cook food, means who make arrangements only for themselves, Atma Karanat. Selfish people, for them, he's saying, they papaha, they are sinners. Agam bhunjate. What they are eating? The one who cooks only for oneself is actually eating sin. Agam means sin. वो खाना नहीं खा रहा है, पाप खा रहा है. Bhagwan, you're lashing words, is such strong words. Why are you using? Bhagwan says, I did not use this. Creator, user manual has this. It is a manual's words. So the creator himself has said all these things. He says that if one makes arrangement for only oneself, not including and accommodating anybody else, then it is equivalent to just consuming more and more sins. भुंजते ते तो अघम पापाहा ये पचंती आत्म कारणात. Very clearly. So sharing, contributing to the all around welfare of the society, all these things is not a choice, nor just a privilege. If we do not do this, it is equivalent to sin. It is equivalent to inviting all troubles. We may say that when we see people outside in the society, they seem to be, everyone is happy whatever they are doing. They don't seem to get affected by any of these things. You are saying that, Bhagavan is using such strong words, but then people are all happy. They are not suffering. Number one, we do not know from outside. See, we also, when we meet people, we put up a show, we know very well. Inside what is happening, we are not showing anybody else. We are always smiling. क्या गम है जिसको छुपा रहे हो? We put up a show, so can't others put up a show? So we honestly we don't know whether they are suffering or whether they are happy. Number one. Secondly, who said that the result is going to come immediately? See, we open the tap. Even if the geyser is there and it is hot water, when we open the tap, first cold water only comes. What is the use of having a geyser? What is the use of turning it on? See, when I open the tap, only cold water is coming. It will come. Wait for some time. That it will flow and then you will have hot water. Similarly, once I have performed some action or I am living a particular type of life, its result need not be seen immediately. Now maybe I am reaping the results of something of the past. But this time my real life has been all greedy and selfish, then its result also is coming very soon. It's a matter of time. And no need to look at others and keep on judging things. Bhagavan has said, what more do we want? He has said, you have to do this. Just do it. Now, after this, still the creator is speaking. Still the user's manual is only going on. In that, in the next two verses, a very logical step by step sequence is given very beautifully as to how a life of yajna is important and how it can bless everyone. So, very beautifully, these two verses are saying, we'll read the verses first, verse number 14 and 15. Annad bhavanti bhutani पर्जन्यादन्न संभवः यज्ञात् भवति पर्जन्यः यज्ञः कर्म समुद्भवः कर्म ब्रह्मोद्भवं विद्धि ब्रह्माक्षर समुद्भवम् तस्मात् सर्वगतं ब्रह्म नित्यं यज्ञे प्रतिष्ठितम्. So logical sequence. Now he's saying, first, which we can very easily understand, we are seeing Annad Bhavanti Bhutani. Bhutani, all of us beings. How are we created? Annad. By food only. So the parents have consumed food and then from them we have been created. And then when we were born, we were so small. Then how did we become so big? Food only, खा खा के बड़े हुए. In every direction, food only. So food has only become all this. I was 3 kilo, today I am 300 kilo. How? Food only, nothing else. So annat bhutani bhavanti. Okay. Now, where does this anna come from? So he's saying parjanyat anna sambhavaha. Food. Where is food coming from? From parjanya means rain. Rains create food. This also we know. India is an agricultural country. For agriculture, rain is necessary. So it is rains only that creates food. No, 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 I am a non-vegetarian. Okay, whatever you are eating, what does that eat? Huh? It will eat that only. So then why should you go via? Why not eat that only? Logic. So anyway, so parjanyat anna sambhava. Okay. So from food, beings are created. This food is created through rains. Okay. Where do rains come from? When do rains come from? Rains come from the sky. Okay, but how? So here he says, Yagnat bhavati parjanya. Rains come from Yagna. This is too much. कहीं पर भी घुसा देते हो यज्ञ यज्ञ just because you want to make a point doesn't mean that you just say yajna you do and then there are rains. What is this? This is not fair. The point is, it is not an exaggeration. It is not irrelevant also. Even the ritualistic yajna is the cause for rains. Really? Yes. But everybody is not doing yajnas. Yeah, few people only do. But when few people do, everybody gets the benefit of it. So even the ritualistic yajna, we have seen so many times this grand yajnas and all beautifully with proper mantras and nice, everyone participating beautifully, such big organized yajnas, and at the end of it, around the uh, Purnahuti time, you've seen that little bit of light showers come. And not just the ritual, even when we all work in a spirit of yajna, cooperative endeavor, when we organize jnana yajnas, when we organize programs together, at the end of it, even if it is not the rainy season, if we have experienced so many times, I'm sure all of us must have experienced that there's this little bit of showers. There will not be thunderstorms or anything, but there will be showers, just indicating that we feel fulfilled, we did a good job. That spirit of yajna was there in each one of us. As against that, if I myself only live alone, that is not going to bring about this kind of. It is said, it even rains today because there are a few Mahatmas who are meditating in the Himalayas. Otherwise, clouds won't rain also. It is said. There's this story. This man, he was traveling in a bus. So he was himself an believer in astrology and all. So some astrologer told him that it's better you don't take up this journey. You want to go somewhere, don't take up this journey, because if you take up this journey, it may be you may have some danger. So he was really nervous, but he had to go. So he got into the bus. There were so many other passengers also. Now, as they were going, it was a winding mountain roads, and suddenly it started raining. So his heartbeat started racing. Oh, that person has told me. I don't know. There's some danger, some danger. So he told his fellow passenger, who was really scared. So he wanted to just share his heart out. He told his fellow passenger, this is what they have said. Said, what? It is because of you that we all are in danger. You should not have come. He said, I'm so sorry, but then what to do? Suddenly at that time, there was a lightning that almost struck. No? So it struck the tree from which nearby the bus was passing. The tree fell behind the bus. So these people, so this man started telling others, this man, because of him only this is happening. Only because of him. So everybody in the bus came to know that this is the man who is because of whom all are suffering. So danger, very dangerous travel this is. So all of them got together and they decided that you get off. In the middle of nowhere, should you get down? We want to safely reach our destination. You are the reason because of which we are in danger. So you now get off. Now he tried to explain that I also have to go, and you know what? No, you get off. So he said, anyway, fair also that everyone's life is more, precious. My single person's life, okay, I can sacrifice that. He got off. He got off. The bus started moving. They were all happy, and suddenly the rain stopped. Lightning, thunder stopped. So they were like, see, very good, very good. And in the next turn, the bus toppled and fell off the cliff. And he was the only one who was saved. It was he because of whom the bus was only having a danger and not a fall. Huh? Sometimes it is only one person because of whom everybody is safe. But sometimes we feel that we deserve more and we deserve better. And we take that person only out because of whom we were safe. So the point is, this yajna, the spirit of yajna and the ritual yajna, all this, even this entire creation that has been talked about earlier, is also coming from a yajna only. So this entire creation is yajna and rains are part of the creation. So yajnat bhavati parjanya. And what does yajna depend on? So he's saying yajna karma samudbhavaha. It is said yajna spirit, yajna spirit, yajna spirit. Okay, I have yajna spirit. Okay, what are you doing? Nothing. Then I have yajna spirit. So Gita says should have yajna spirit. I have yajna spirit. But we should do also something. If we don't do just have some spirit, that is not going to work. I have very good intentions. I want to help everybody. I want to earn a lot of money and donate in charity. Very good. What are you doing? Sleeping. Then what about this intent? Yes, good intention I have. All good intentions. I want to help you also. But what is the point if you don't do it? Yajnaha karma samudbhavaha. It has to be expressed in action. Otherwise, just spirit doesn't work. So yajnaha karma samudbhavaha. Acha, and what about karma? Where does karma come from? What kind of karma? How to do karma? Who will tell us? Karma brahmodbhavam vidhi. Brahma udbhavam. What is the source of karma? Brahma. Brahma here means Veda. Brahma, meaning of Brahma here in this verse is Veda. So it is the scriptures which will tell us which karma to do, how to do, etc. And that action only will give an expression to this yajna spirit, and such yajna spirited actions only will bring down rains, and such rains only will produce food, and from food are produced all of us. And what is that Veda or the scriptures? relying on what is the foundation of the scriptures? He's saying Brahma. Brahma Akshara Samudbhavam. Akshara means imperishable. What is imperishable? That supreme self, the truth, the ultimate reality. That is the foundation, or we say God. Simpler terms, God. In religion, is called God. In philosophy, is God truth. Whatever word we may choose. But this Ishvara is the substratum on which are relying the scriptures. This, from the scriptures we get to know what kind of actions and how to do, and that action gives an expression to the Yagna spirit. That Yagna spirit will bring down rains. Rains will produce food. Food will produce us. So how am I created? By Yagna only. So if I am created by Yagna, how will I be sustained? By Yagna. So we have to understand that my very creation depends on Yajna. Even if we see, okay, no, still I am not very convinced. Let us look at it from a different ecological standpoint. Okay? We all belong to this entire nature system. This whole ecosystem we belong to. Although we have created a lot of disturbance to this ecosystem, but still we belong to what to do. The rest of the nature has not yet become so very fed up of us. Too much patience nature has got. One day they get fed up of human beings, no, nature will wipe us out. It will not take much time. It has wiped out dinosaurs. Now nature must be thinking, better than wiping out dinosaurs, this human being I should have wiped out. At least we would have had some, no, a good. Now, all, but we belong to this ecosystem. Even if we are creating disturbance, it's okay. But we belong to the disturbance. This ecosystem also, if we see anything other than us, like we took the example yesterday also, anything other than human beings, everywhere else there is giving more and taking less. If we think about any aspect of nature, giving more and taking less. Let's think about this rains only. What is rains? All the waters evaporates. Okay, how does it evaporate? Sun. Okay, sun is taking water from the ocean, right? Sun is taking water from the ocean. Uh, what does it give back? Thus, directly the sunlight, heat, the warmth and light, both it is giving immediately. And whatever water it is taking up, how much is retained by the sun? Huh? Of this 50% my pocket, rest 50% I'll give you back. Nothing. The whole thing goes back. Nothing can be in sun's pocket, because sun's pocket, if water goes, it will evaporate. No, sun doesn't have a pocket. Even inside that pocket also there will be fire only. So sun takes and then gives the whole thing back. But in giving also, where is the giving more than taking? See, whatever it is taking water from the sea, ocean. Okay, ocean water is salty. It is distilling the water and sending back. So is it not giving back more? And apart, along with that, whatever water you have given, I am purifying and distilling and sending it back. And with that package deal, free warmth and light also together. See, giving more. If you look at it, now even, okay, then ocean receives more. Yes, ocean, this part, okay. But is not ocean giving a medium of life for so many aquatic beings? Is not ocean taking care of the balance of the earth overall? If we think about it, ocean is also giving. If we look at what nature is giving and what nature is taking, it will always be giving more and taking less. Every aspect of nature. A tree, we have taken the example of the tree already. Any animal also. We worship the cow. Certain trees are worshipped. all these are actually giving more than taking. So all these, people tree is worshipped in our culture. It is proved that people tree gives out more oxygen. So that is why when we do pradakshina, it is good for health also. That way, we are getting pure and better oxygen. So trees are also constantly giving lot of things. So every aspect of nature is founded on this principle of yajna, sharing, 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 and not keeping anything for oneself. Here, for us human beings, Bhagavan is not saying that you give away everything. Bhagavan is saying keep some for you, never mind, but give also. If nature is giving away 90%, we are told that okay, you keep 90%, but 10% at least you give. Help somebody, who is not mine. Otherwise, I am helping my husband is helping me. We are helping each other. Parasparam bhavayanta shreyah paramavapsyata. That is not what this. Somebody we don't know at all, who we cannot even think of expecting something from that person in return. Such a way we have to help. Then it is real help. Otherwise, it is investment only. I am helping you, you help me next time. Okay? There is cooperation like that. That kind of thing is not there. This spirit of yajna. Puja Gurudev very beautifully also interprets this whole cycle in a very beautiful way. He says, what is annam? Annam means adyate iti annam, that which is consumed. Now he says consume means it is not just food that we eat, but food of all the senses. So form and color through the eyes, sound through the ears, smells through the nose. So through all senses, whatever is consumed is called annam. And where all these facilities, amenities, all these different aspects, objects are there, in such a place, people want to come and live. Wherever there are resources, people gather, right? Any place. So that is why once upon a time there was this migration from rural areas to the urban areas. Now the other way it has started. That now from the cities everyone wants to go back to the villages because now resources are seen there better than this. Why? Because I want to breathe. I want to go to some village where I can breathe deeply. Because in the city, if I breathe, bronchitis only. So resources are available. Now what are these resources? This is anna. This is what we are consuming. So these resources, wherever resources are available, bhutani bhavanti, there will be beings coming and settling there. But where are these resources? How are these resources created? These resources are created by parjanya. Parjanya means rains. Rains means what? Rains generally what happens? It is in the rainy season. So this rains, Gurudev interprets as a positive, beautiful environment, a work environment. See, whether it is a home, a household, or an institution, or even a corporation, whatever it may be, everywhere, small or big, the environment, the working environment, in the terms of business and all, we say the ease of business needs to be there. If I invest something in your country, will I be given ease of transaction? Then I will come to you. Otherwise, why should I invest in your country? That is how people ask. So country or city or state, whatever it may be, but there has to be that environment. And in an environment where there is this cooperative endeavor, this yajna spirit that we all as one team, as one family. We are working together. Everyone is looking at the goal, is inspired by the goal, and everyone is talking about how to achieve the goal and not about what I'm doing, what you are doing, why you are doing this, and why I'm not doing. All this is not, they are not bickering about each other. They are only focused on the goal. This kind of environment, when it is there, that is what will create better resources, and that is what will bring people also. This is a lesson for all of us also. When we say that we want people to come, how will they come? When there is resources. And how will resources come? Resources means whatever one wants to consume. So in a spiritual organization, there should be some spiritual input people should get. And how will they get? By ensuring an environment, conducive environment. And that is brought about by Yagna spirit, by each one. So when the spirit becomes the culture of the place, automatically there will be people coming in. This is the secret Bhagavan has given so many years ago. And this is true for any type of institution, any type of organization, any type of even household. Anna bhavanti bhutani parjanyad anna sambhavaha. The entire climatic condition has to be conducive for people to come, work, generate resource, and prosper. And how will we create that culture or environment? Yajna. Only a handful of people will have to take that responsibility and work towards it. Everybody may not even understand the concept. So we will have to take the responsibility, keep motivating each other, and keep on. So I will have to stop thinking about myself and start thinking about the goal that I have to reach as a unit. So if I can do that, Yajnat Bhavati Parjanya, that is what will create this culture. Each and every individual will have to take responsibility in the spirit of Yajna, contribute their best so that this whole culture of the place is developed. And Yajna, for example of Yajna, Puja Guruji has given that the example of Yajna is, for example, after World War II, Japan was devastated. Nuclear bombs were used, and Hiroshima, Nagasaki, very bad state it was in. But it was one of the, very wonders that it became from that devastated state to a developed country in no time. So somebody asked, how was that possible? So the spirit of Yajna came. They all used this in every workplace, wherever people used to work at any level, not just the top management, even the class 4 employees, everyone, all of them, in every place wherever they could see, there were small placards saying, my personal best for Japan. There were two things here. For Japan, goal. And what is there? How am I going to do that? My personal best. It may not be comparable to someone, but this is my best. It may be 10 times better than someone else. It may be still lesser than what others can do. That doesn't matter. But my personal best. And I am related here to Japan, the country, and not anybody else here. If this fire comes into every person working in that place, this is called Yagna. Then what happens? Everyone is focused on that goal, everyone is doing their bit, the entire culture of the place changes. And even till date, if we see, Japan is considered to be something different only as a country, better discipline. They did an experiment also. They said in a gathering, all different countries people were there. So they made different sections and said, put your footwear in this section of your countries, wherever your country's name is there. You put your footwear there and enter the hall. They went and photographed. It might be somewhere there available on the internet. Please do check. Only Japan is nicely kept in neat rows. Everyone else, there are some heaps, there are some haywires people have left like that. Some people have kept it properly, but then it is not that neat. Here, you can draw lines, rows and columns like that. It is that why? Because that culture, and that is why people say this is a good work culture, and people want to come there. So it is actually creating that by every individual. And yajna karma samudbhava means not just in attitude or in intention, but also in action. This has to be seen. Not talking about what I feel that is right, or not talking about my opinion or what I think is good, but what is good for the totality and what is a goal that I want to achieve. I want to be there. Karma, doing it, actually implementing it, karma samudbhavaha, and always remembering karma brahmodbhavam vidhi. So Gurudev says, what is this? Brahmodbhavam vidhi, brahmakshara samudbhavam means what? That it is that Paramatma who is enabling each one of us and who has brought about this institution or this organization also. So remembering him who is empowering, enabling, enlivening all of us, with that power in mind, we proceed in this direction. Then obviously there will be lot of prosperity and lot of people also. So it's such a beautiful way of understanding in the modern context how yajna benefits the society overall. And summing up this whole thing, this whole words of the creator here in this verse number 16, Bhagavan is summing up this whole topic and saying, Evam pravartitam chakram nanuvartayati hayaha aghayurindriyaramaha मोघम पार्थ सजीवति एवं in this manner pravartitam chakram, this cycle has already begun. The creator himself has begun this cycle. Which cycle? अन्नात् भवन्ति भूतानि पर्जन्यात् अन्न संभवः यज्ञात् भवति पर्जन्यः यज्ञ कर्म समुद्भवः कर्म ब्रह्मोद्भवं विद्धि ब्रह्माक्षर समुद्भवं. This whole cycle, this cycle has already been set into motion. Now that the cycle is set into motion, we who are a part of this system, what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to follow it. If we do not follow it, if we there is a bus or a train or something, and when it is moving, still not come to a halt, there are some people who get off, some people who get on while it is in motion. So we have to understand that when you have to get off, when the train is moving or when the bus is moving, then you have to get off and run in that direction for some time. If you just jump, you'll fall. You have to go with it. So similarly here also, we have to move with the cycle. Means in the spirit of yajna only. Those who do not do that, na anuvartayati yaha. If they don't do, what will happen? He is saying, what will happen? He is saying, aghayur indriya ramaha. They are all only indulgent people. Because why? What would be the reason for me to not have this yajna spirit and share whatever I have because I want to indulge. So Indriya Ramaha. They're saying Agayu. Agayu means their lifespan is filled with sin only. And to that extent, very strong words here. Huh? And he's saying, Mogham Partha sa jivati. Hey Partha, his life is only mogha, means useless, worthless. He living or non-living is the same only. Doesn't really matter to the world. Mogham jivati. What does it mean? This is not about, what kind of language is this and I don't like this and all. The point is, Bhagavan is not saying that if you don't do this, this is what it is and all. He's saying that if you want to make your life meaningful, then have that spirit of yajna with which you contribute to the society, the growth of society. Because it is a privilege given to us. It's not just a privilege, it's a duty. It's a responsibility that we need to take. Otherwise, our life doesn't mean anything. We are living, subsisting, okay. Is there, some presence is there. Taking some oxygen and leaving out carbon dioxide. That is our contribution. That's all, nothing more. So here he is saying that it is, if you want to make your life count, then this yajna spirit is the way of life. So, now, since childhood, if we think about it, in management principles and all, they show us, there's a Joe Harry window, and then you just keep on getting. The life, first part of life, we're only getting and receiving things. And that is what he said, man, what does he do? Gets and forgets. God gives and forgives. But we get and keep getting. Now I have received so much from society, and what am I doing? When the time comes to give back, that time I'm running away. In Arjuna's context, that is what is happening. He said, you took everything from society. How did you get trained as a soldier? It was the taxpayers' money. And you have trained as a soldier. And then now the whole society is looking up to you that you will defend dharma. And today you want to run away. This is exactly, it is relevant to us also. When the time comes to give back to society, when we have the ability, when we have the wisdom, at that time, if we chicken out, for them, Bhagavan is saying, such indulgent people, they are only sinners, and if they live here, it doesn't mean a thing. Their existence doesn't matter. And if for nature we are useless, we will be wiped out. Because nature does not keep anything useless, if we think about it. The day something is useless, it is thrown away. Now, this same thought can be thought in a different way. And what is it? If we become useless, nature will wipe us out, right? Has nature wiped me out today? No. Means I am useful. So find that purpose and do it. And that purpose is yajna. So every morning when I wake up, I remember, Bhagwan, you have given me one more day. It is not that cliche prayer, Bhagwan, thank you for one more day, let me be happy. No. I am not a consumer here. I am a contributor. So therefore, I get up, I remember God, I say, I have been given one more day chance to live the Yagna way of life. I have been given one more day to contribute to this society, to contribute to this world. I have been given one more day to make my life useful and worthwhile. This is very important. Otherwise, oh, what is there? What can I do? The system has to change. It's all not possible. This is how we are. Then who is going to make the change? Who is going to take the first step? I have to take responsibility. I cannot run away. So if I have not yet been wiped out, means nature is hopeful. Nature feels that I can be useful. If nature is feeling I can be useful, let me also feel I am useful and do something. So that is why now that the ball is set rolling, I have to just maintain its momentum and keep contributing to it. That is my job. There was this potluck. Potluck means everyone brings some dish. So then all this group of friends, they all were asking each other, okay, what are you going to bring? So everyone said that, okay, I will bring rice. Another person said, I'll bring sabzi. Another person said, I'll bring dal. Then I'll bring pickle. I'll bring papad. I'll bring plates and spoons, etc. Everybody said their thing. One man was silent and just listening to everybody. So he was only one left. He said, what are you going to bring? Who will? So he said, I'll get my wife and children. But he's come for eating. This is Agayurindriya Ramaha Mogam Pasachivati. What potluck dinner when you're only getting consumers and no contributor? What is this? So Bhagavan is in a way lovingly chiding us that live a life of yajna. That is what is required. Very beautiful. Further, we'll see tomorrow. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ